Dat wist ik ook niet, maar dat weet ik dan nu wel. En het zou me ook helemaal niet verbazen als Gijsbert Kamer, die ze interviewde, ook gaat vragen naar de Armeense roots van System of a Down.
You all have an Armenian background. How did you guys meet each other?
In Hollywood. Three of us went to the same grammar school, so we knew each other, but we weren't, good friends or anything. And then we all, I guess, chose music for our career after high school and after college. So we all met at a studio again when we were older, and we were like, "Hey, didn't you go to my school?" That's how we met, and then we started a band together.
But does Los Angeles or California have a kind of Armenian community?
Yeah, they have a big Armenian community. The place I grew up in Hollywood is now called Little Armenia. So there is a big Armenian community.
And what's it like over there?
It's got the best and the worst, just like everywhere else. You have the good and the bad. So, Hollywood, what do you think? It's there's the good side, there's the bad side,
And if you compare the Armenian identity with the American, what are the differences or the similarities?
We have culture, they don't.
Like?
Huh? Like culture, we grew up with our families taught us a certain way to be. We have different ways of thinking. We have, I think, a different type of respect for people. You're from Holland, right? Are you? Okay, you have a different culture than the Americans too.
Do you feel attracted towards each other, the Armenians?
Our Armenians do stick together. We are small people in this world. Our country is very little. So when you meet another Armenian, it's a special thing because there aren't too many around. Yeah, in Hollywood there's a lot, but around the world, no. So when we see it, it's important, and we stick together because, like I said, there aren't too many of us.
In what way is the Armenian identity reflected in the music of System of a Down?
I think that we have passion about it more. I guess we're like brothers. We all have the same background. We've been raised sort of the same way, not exactly, but sort of. So that's how it plays a role. Just stronger passion, I think.
Do you consider System of a Down a political band?
No, I consider System of a Down a life band. We talk about life, and politics plays an important part in our lives nowadays. So we talk about it. We don't close anything off. We'll talk about sex, which is life. We'll talk about anger, which is life. We'll talk about sadness, which is life, and we'll talk about politics, which is life. So,
what subjects do you prefer?
All of it, all of the above.
To what extent did the events of the 11th of September change your worldview?
It didn't, because I knew stuff like that was happening throughout the world anyway. It just happened in America. So it sort of is an awakening for America, and let them know that, and let us know. I'm saddened by it. It's a terrible thing that happened. But that happens around the world. It's been happening around the world throughout history. People getting killed, terrorism going on everywhere. And it just took place in America. That's what it did. That's the only thing that was different about it. And I'm sad that so many lives had to be, had to be lost.
But did it change the way you respond to the American government, for instance, in your songs?
No. It's the same. Nothing has changed.
Are you critical on the American government? Have you always been critical about it?
Yeah, usually we are, because they're pretty corrupt, like every other government. Governments are corrupt.
But it isn't very popular these days to criticize the American government. Are you afraid that there might at some point be some kind of self-censorship in the band?
Self-censorship? Never self-censorship, no. We would not censor ourselves. I'm telling you everything I feel right now. I could be political and say, the nice things and make you think that I'm, different, but I'm telling you the truth. So I would never self-censor, and I hope no one else in my band would either.
But for instance, burning or show ashes of an American flag in a video, would you ever do
that? That's not how I feel. We don't hate America. We live in America. I love America. The government is a little corrupt, like it is in every other country. I would like to live. You could live somewhere and not respect the government because of the way they are. But people are cool. The country is cool. I wouldn't burn a flag. I wouldn't burn anyone's flag. That's not our band. We would never do that. Never.
Is there kind of anger in System of a Down when they're on stage?
There's more passion than anger, I should say. There's more, let's do this. It's music. When we play our music, we get a certain way. You know, our music makes us feel a certain way, and we act that way, and then the audience responds to it with that type of, you know, with like a reaction, the same type of reaction. You know,
How do you like the people to respond to System of a Down?
any way they feel, honestly. I don't want them to respond this way. If they feel sad, they should be sad. If they feel angry, they should be angry. If they feel happy, they should be happy. You know, we don't ask our fans to feel any way. They just feel what they feel. Like our band name, it's open to interpretation. So is our music, and so is our feeling. It's open to interpretation. Like, it's art, right? You can't ask an abstract artist who paints colors and says, feel this when you look at my painting. No, you feel whatever you feel inside. It's individually, it's different. Everyone, you know.